Well, welcome to Hip Hop United, where we talk life, music, culture, and everything in between. We're starting the new year off, kind of adding another chapter to what I call our Legends Only series. I'm in the presence of Atlanta legends, icons within the music, people who made excellence a lifestyle and turned rappers into superstars. We got the Coalition DJ founders. We got DJ Funky, DJ Big X. What's going on, Kings?
What's happening, homie?
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Glad to be here.
Man, we're absolutely happy to be here. Like I was telling these gentlemen earlier, they have helped cultivate the soundtrack of my life and many others as well. I'm a 74 baby. I just turned 50, so I'm showing my age. I don't mind that. It's cool. But I say that to say I saw CDs, I saw records, I saw cassette tapes, I saw spins turn into streams. And I know you gentlemen have seen everything as it's been laid out and everything that's been happening in the 17 years that y'all have been rocking and giving us all this culture, all this influence, all this excellence. So we're going to start this off right now. Since we got the founders, Coalition DJs with us, what was the catalyst as to why you guys wanted to start this 17 years ago? Like, what did you see within the marketplace that said, there's something we need to do here. We need to come together to make sure that we are cultivating sounds that are going to be lasting a lifetime. Let's talk about how it all kicked off, gentlemen.
I think my boy X had the vision, man. He saw something that I wasn't doing because I was doing the Legion of Doom DJs at first, me and my partner Kool-Aid. And, we had someone else actually running the organization, the DJ crew. And it was other DJ crews that was doing their things. Shout out to the Super Friends and everybody that was doing their thing at the time. But they was actually active in the mainstream clubs, and we was more like in the strip clubs and the underground spots, the after hours and stuff like that. And I felt we had value too. You know what I'm saying? Just we just didn't get all the love from the mainstream media and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because we was in I say the guinea pig club, you know what I'm saying, where everybody come test their music and, but make a long story short, X saw a vision, man. He said, man, let's come together and put something more structured together, man. Let's do something more for the city, you know what I'm saying, to empower the DJs. And I let him take it from here.
Yeah, they was already like rocking. Like Funky was already in the strip club. You had Funky, you had X-Rated who was doing his thing over at Body Tap. You had Nando who was doing his thing at Onyx and Platinum and a few other places. And at the time, I had just left Rowdy Records. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I wanted to continue to make music or whatever. And me and Funky had always been friends. So I called Funky one day and was like, hey, man, listen, give me 6 months. You give me 6 months of your time. And let's see if this works. Because I know you're already in a DJ crew. So let's see if this will work. And I need you to get X-Rated to come and be a part of this. I already got Nando. And so from there, the partnership was made. And from there, like I think maybe our first client was like Young Capone, which was later on Rah Rah. That's how we met Nick Love. And from there, history was made. We did, after that, we did Wall Street Journal and a few other things, and everything just went up from there.
That's what I'm talking about. How did New Music Monday kind of come about? Because obviously that's another staple that you guys have put together, and it's still going strong to this day. Tell me about New Music Monday and how that's impacted so many different careers.
We wanted to start at a studio where we can actually play the music on something we can hear it with quality. So first we were just doing it online, you know what I'm saying, just people sending us music and we listen to it. But we wanted to get more intimate with the artists. So we picked a day. We picked a Monday. We just got together on Monday, and we started working at a studio. And just playing music.
The crazy thing how the story really happened, we was it was an artist named Cash Out. And Nando and
Talk about meeting at the restaurant.
Yeah, we was first meeting at the restaurant. Mm-hmm. And we really was like, it was D from Bases Loaded. He had an artist named Cash Out. Mm-hmm. And we had tried a couple records. I think he had a record at the time with I think Young Thug or somebody. Yeah, he had a song featured with Young Thug. But we had already been playing that record and it really wasn't working in the club. So we had him come and do a meeting with us at where the Old Lady Gang is now. I can't remember where that on Peter Street. I can't remember what the restaurant was called back before it was.
I know they had them good jerk wings over there.
Yeah. I can't remember what the restaurant was called, but we had a meeting there. It was me, Nick Love, Nando, X-Rated, and all those was there. Mm-hmm. And the first song he played was Cashing Out. That was the first gold record that Coalition DJs could say we was responsible for.
It went number one.
It went number one as a rap record. It went
Shout
number
out
one. That
Cash
was the
Out.
first
Free
record.
Cash Out.
Yeah, that was the first record that we had that went number one, and that was the start of that. That was like, hey, every Monday we need to get together and start doing this. And we didn't really have a home at that point in time. We had nowhere to go, nowhere to
Studio.
facilitate this. We facilitated it in the studio in the back of a bowling alley on Metropolitan Avenue, which is Metropolitan Bowling Alley now. And we met over there every week in the back of Metropolitan Bowling Alley in the
Yep.
studio.
So see, it just and that's great because that story just further laminates how the DJ was at the center of what was going on in the streets. You know, you guys were actually the orchestra, the conductors of what was being put out there at that time period or whatever. Obviously, the role of the DJ in the modern era has changed a little bit. You know, it's not as much of the focal point. You know, I like to say that you guys used to dictate, you know, what was hot in the streets, and now the algorithm seems to basically determine the rhythm of where we're going to be going right now.
Right.
How do y'all feel about that, and how have you been able to pivot? You know, again, we saw spins turn into streams. You know, we have it to where, you know, corporate entities and the algorithm can determine who's hot right now. So how have you guys been able to really pivot and still be able to make the impact you've been able to make?
Analog to digital is the topic, correct?
Pretty much. And just in general, how you guys have been able to kind of adapt, you know, as the market is switched.
So as a DJ, we got this thing called Serato, where it tracks all the music. Everything you play is from the first day you ever started DJing. So X got with a company, the Pool.
Yeah.
And you want to explain how that worked for us as far as tracking the music?
Well, for us, as far as tracking the music during that time, a lot of people didn't even know. We was working with a company I don't know if they was out of Florida or out of New York, but we hooked up with a guy named Izzy Sanchez out of New York. Him and a guy named Jeff, and they hooked us up with this company named Pool, and we were able to monitor our DJs. So we was able to monitor everything that we was playing. Like, so if you DJ'd that night at Strokers, we was able to monitor what you played. If you DJ'd at Magic City, we was able to monitor what you played. And we had that system in place for maybe 4 or 5 years, all the way up into COVID.
We went out the country with it as well.
Yeah. So
I mean, you know, I'm saying different states, different markets. So
yeah. So the great thing about that, a lot of artists was found through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were selling the data and the information to people that we didn't know they were selling the data and information to. A lot of people that came through that cycle got signed that we found out later on that we was responsible for. You know what I'm saying? But that chart and that programming that we had really worked for us as an organization, and it really helped strengthen us as far as us building up our credibility as DJs
and ticks.
I got you.
But to answer that question, to go from the streaming and to where it is now, to me, when you said the algorithms, when I look at the whole algorithm play, I look at the algorithm play as, it's great if you're an executive and you're looking to find an artist.
Right.
But if you want that real, true, foundational growth as an artist and an organic artist, it starts in the street. That's never going away.
Never.
Like, if you notice, every artist that started in the street still has a career.
Yep.
Every artist that started with the algorithm is done after a year or two. I give them 3 years top. So that's why I say the strength of what we do as DJs in the street matters more right now, in my eyes, than the algorithm. If you're an independent artist, that may work for you if you're a corporate entity or you're a major artist or a mainstream artist. That algorithm really works for you because you're gonna get that look, you're gonna get the pictures, you're gonna be on the playlist. But for an independent artist, the way we get to that level to where we are noticed, where our independent artists is noticed on those playlists, we have to be positioned through the DJ. That has to be some type of audience for that artist to tap into for that record to grow. If not, we're not on, you know, a lot of the independent artists aren't making those recommended hip hop lists every week that come out with the new records.
Yeah.
Because that's determined by the distributor. So that's why I say what we do as DJs is very important at this time. That's why I tell a lot of artists, when you putting out records every week or two or every month, that's great if you're building a catalog.
Right.
That's great. But if you're trying to build an audience, you got to feed that audience. And you may have to sit on that one record and push that one record longer than 6 months, sometimes close to a year, if you really believe in that record.
That's how Future used to do. He used to put out a whole bunch of mixtapes. And it's like, dang, man, you know, these mixtapes should be albums.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dirty Sprite should have been an album.
So it works, man. Like, you know, you gotta independent artists have to really just get back focusing on like what it takes to make them grow as an independent artist. You get what I'm saying? And that's getting out in the street, doing all the things that used to be done as an independent, do the things that haven't been done. Everybody right now does the same thing. If you notice, a lot of artists don't even promote or they don't even know the difference between promotion and marketing. So
Yeah.
that's one of the main things this year as Coalition DJs and as an organization we're pushing for is to create a lane for artists for promotions and marketing.
Nice. All right. I want to talk about some of your favorite moments that you've been a part of that you've helped create or cultivate as DJs. Now, obviously, y'all have been a part of a lot of moments. You've been a part of a lot of songs, but what's some of your favorite ones? I mean, you've worked from, Jeezy to T.I., everybody who is at the upper echelon in terms of in the game. But what's some of your favorite moments? It's been 17 years. Let's pick out a few favorite moments.
In trouble.
We got a lot of moments, man.
I know, that's why I said a few. And I just want to preface it by saying, I know they got a ton of favorite moments and a ton of artists, but I'm sure there's some that stand out. Let's go.
Shout out to some of them, man, like Jagged Edge. We did the Certified with T.I. and Jacquees.
Yep, and we did a video to them too.
That's a good song. Mike Epps, Ice Cube, recent projects. The Man Down album, we was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? A&R, that album, Man Down. Please go check that out. I Heart, because there's some top music on there. Shouts out to Killer Mike. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was a part of that project. What else? We did the Certified. We did the soundtrack for Future. The If You Want It. It's the first song on the soundtrack.
Okay. With Superfly
soundtrack. Of course, X used to work with Rowdy Records, so he got a whole list of.
Yeah, that's ages ago though.
TLC, he got
a
long list of accolades. You know what I mean?
But moments for me would be our 9th year anniversary. Like our 9th year anniversary was crazy for us. That was one of my funnest moments.
Okay.
We had everybody from Future to Migos to Lil Baby to YFN, Lucci. I mean, if you was somebody in the game that particular year, you was at our anniversary. And that
there wasn't no problem. Everybody was on, wasn't no beef and none of that
Everybody was good, yeah.
Everybody was good.
Everybody was good.
You know what I'm saying? They came to support the DJs. So, a lot of times that be the issue in the streets now, man. Just, the different, what I'm saying, crews and stuff. But we're trying to fix some of that stuff. Trying to unite, like the Hip Hop United, man. We're trying to unite these guys, man. Let's go.
I like that. I like the segue. You know what? Since we're talking about the weekend, since we talk about the 9th year, let's talk about the 17th year. If I'm not mistaken,
man.
Y'all got a whole Coalition DJ weekend about to pop off. I think this Friday, y'all gonna start it off in Strokers.
Yeah, man.
I said, I said that's just ATL right there. Let's talk about this weekend and what y'all got on deck, man.
We definitely starting, Friday at a Strokers, man. That's my home club. I've been there like 20 years, so.
Funkies.
Man, X he said, he asked me, man, can we do something to Stroke? I'm like, man, why not? All the DJs probably want to come in the first night
and just
from different towns, you know what I'm saying? Because strip club ain't just about the women. It's about the music and networking.
Absolutely.
So people come hang out there too. So the next day, Saturday, we'll be at
Saturday we'll be at Palm Beach Restaurant on Edgewood. It's a new restaurant right there. Right when you get off the exit, it's right there. It's brand new. It's hot. I think everybody, if you hear me, come check it out. We're doing a DJ spinoff. The thing about this spinoff, what we're gonna actually do that's a little different is not like a DJ battle or nothing like that, but it's like a spinoff to see who has the best set, like who can spin the best set.
Okay.
Like,
if you taking it back to the roots,
open format, like dance, see who's a real party rocker, not like who's the best scratcher, who got the best skills. It's like who's the best party rocker. And then that night we're gonna leave there about 8 o'clock, and we're gonna go over to
Stankonia Studios,
and man. Me and Funky are putting on this thing called the A&R Room, and it's for independent artists, and it's for independent artists to come out and show their talent. We're gonna invite a bunch of our industry friends out.
Shout out to Gallo, gonna hit the stage,
Yeah, we got a bunch of
Hip Hop United artists, so we do want to acknowledge Gallo, you know what I'm saying? So y'all come check that out.
Shout out to Gallo.
But we got a lot of independent artists that's gonna hit the stage that night, and we just looking to put them in front of some people and you know, see what happened. You know what I mean? And then that Sunday, always we got the girl that came out. What was her name yesterday?
Oh, Drew, the actress
Yeah,
from
Drew. But I
White
want
Girls.
Drew Sidora. Is this her
Yeah.
name? Drew Sidora. She's gonna be there. We got Jagged Edge gonna be there Sunday, and it's all
A
gonna
lot of
happen.
surprises. Don't give them
This-
everything, please, sir.
Okay.
Go to Eventbrite. Go to the website. No, you better give away all the surprises.
Okay. So as usual, the
Well, we
17th.
still got Sunday.
Let's go.
The
That's
brunch.
That's the brunch. That's what I was talking about.
Okay. And then the big event Monday. You can't forget Believe Music Hall, man. Please be on time. Red carpet, 6 o'clock to you. Please get there. Media, be on time, because you never know who's gonna walk through that door.
Like I said, it's gonna be cold, man. Get your ticket early. Early bird
Hopefully,
tickets are
man,
on sale.
Al come out.
I'm down.
Support us.
I'm down. That's on MLK too. I ain't got no excuse. I ain't got nothing to do but to come on down there and support my people.
Yeah.
So if we invited, we're gonna come
You
through and give
definitely
y'all some of
invited,
that
man.
energy.
We appreciate you for having this. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop and united. You know.
Hey, we appreciate y'all. Just to wrap everything up too, because I know y'all got a lot of things going on. Talk about this year in terms of that. You kind of started a little bit talking to it in terms of some things you're doing, but let's talk about this year in terms of 2025. What's that going to look like for y'all? What y'all got on deck that you can talk about? What you guys got planned for the year?
Like I said, man, long live Nando, man, long live PC the Check. We doing a dedicated Coalition album, man. I'm getting my boy in the studio. We got to get this album out.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Dedicated to our, couple of our people, man, that was here from the start with us. That's all. We gotta get this album out, man. We've been doing a lot of stuff for other people, but we gotta get the Coalition DJs album out. That's my thoughts. I don't know what his thoughts.
Well, for me, we got a lot of other things. We actually have been working on trying to get our distribution company. We've been working through a few people, but I think this year we're gonna actually do a situation where we can actually do the distribution and give artists a lot more than what a lot of the normal distribution companies have been able to give them. A lot of it, like I was saying earlier, is being able to pitch to those recommended playlists that we can get artists on. I think that's what's missing from a lot of the marketing and promotion that a lot of artists are looking for. So we definitely going to move in that direction. We going to continue to grow bigger. We're in 17 major markets across the country, over 250 some DJs. And we're going to get in the tech world this year. We're going to definitely go tech
There
this
we
year.
go.
You know
Let's
what I mean?
go.
We're going tech. I'm telling people
And tell them
now.
why we going tech, man. Can you give them the announcement?
Well,
one
one of the main reasons we're going tech, if you really look at it, man, it's three apps that really control music. And if you think about it, that's Apple, Tidal, and Spotify. Being a part of the culture is owning a part of the culture. And we don't own anything as far as apps or anything like that. So our whole purpose this year is to create some type of platform that we can offer to artists that could either help them grow bigger or put them in a place where they want to be as far as artists.
fantastic. I love it. Well, we're looking forward to everything y'all bring together. And again, please treat this interview, this conversation, this meeting as a big gathering of flowers coming your way, because you
Thank
guys
you.
Thank you,
absolutely
brother.
deserve it.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you for making our lives better. We appreciate all the soundtracks you guys have been a part of. We appreciate all the contributions you guys have made to the culture. And as I said earlier, you gentlemen made excellence a lifestyle, and you made artists into superstars, and we forever grateful for it. Coalition DJs, big
We're not
things
done.
happen.
We're not done yet. Thank y'all too, man. Thank y'all for having
Let's
us,
go.
man.
And they're
Hip
not
Hop
done.
United.
Legends only. Let's go. Hip Hop United. Let's get it.
Hip Hop United.